All right, everybody. I'm going to do a quick video basically on the state of Madden, the state of MUT, and upcoming videos. I do want to talk to you guys really quickly. I've had tons of requests for a dollar defense breakdown. I'm going to hold off on that. I had the together, and EA dropped a change on us that could significantly affect pretty quickly with MUT. And we're going to talk about Madden, MUT, and then upcoming videos that you guys can look forward to. That dollar video, give me another week or so until we figure out how things shake out when it comes to this new update. So in terms of the lineup, really quickly, because of this fatigue, this new fatigue update, essentially, basically, if you have defensive backs or lighter players, rushing and they go up against a big beefy guy, they get fatigued. Apparently it's pretty bugged out right now. A lot of reports that people like Lawrence Taylor, Nick Bosa are getting tired after 1 or 2 plays. Some people are saying they're not noticing much difference. I'm just going to wait till it shakes out because that dollar video is too important for you guys. So anyway, really quickly, Trent Williams, Skronsky, Creed Humphrey, who by the way does have his country strong boosts to the guards, centers, and quarterbacks. So throwing power, strength, and I think run and pass block power. So his new card still has that, so that's really good news. That frees us up to have an extra person for our theme teams if we want them. Larry Allen, Total Beef, and John Runyon. Vernon Davis at tight end, and he's the only player on offense that has any AP, and he's got tight end apprentice. Normally I would put reach for it on my running back, but tight end apprentice right now with the AP update for defense, apprentice giving us crossers and corner routes, and everything else that comes with it is, I think, more important than reach for it. For receivers, Randy Moss and Deion Sanders, and then Jerry Rice. I'm going to keep him until I get the 95 Jerry Rice, and then I got Ayuk just in case I want to go to some empty backfields. Ricky Williams, my favorite running back this year, play style wise. I don't want the Christian McCaffrey card; it's too expensive, and I don't like cards that have low trucking. So Ricky Williams it is until a better running back becomes available. And then Andrew Luck at quarterback, he takes up pretty much my whole AP bucket. Gunslinger, gift wrapped, set feet lead, 7 AP. So that's the offense. Defensively, I've made some changes here because of the new fatigue thing. So we have Malik Hooker, who is by far the best free safety in the game, and Mike Evans. Hooker is just a beast. I've got deep out and deep in KO on him. I believe deep out and deep in. Ryan Neal, tall, fastest strong safety in the game. I've got pick artist and deep out KO on him. Julius Peppers, I have him now. He will be my rushing defensive back, and I have mid zone KO on him. So he will play that hybrid. He should not fatigue when he rushes the quarterback, and he is my main rusher in most of my defensive setups. And I love the mid zone KO. I think actually it may be pretty OP again this year. I had it on Bo Jackson, and he was lighting up deep, short. It's always been an OP ability, and so Julius Peppers has that. Linebackers, I think this is the best linebacker combination in the game right now. Zach Thomas at outside linebacker, Gronkowski middle, and Carmichael outside. All of them have free lurk artists, so no APs required for those guys. Plus you get the sort of dual threat X factors on those guys. So I have them. Randy Moss at cornerback. He's got his own X factor ability that starts on. Rondé Barber, which I don't know why more people aren't using him. He's a very good, very adequate cornerback. And then Peanut Tillman, he played great for me when I had him before. He's kind of a filler right now because when we get 95, 96 speed cornerbacks, he'll be the first to go. But for now, I really like having Peanut Tillman out there. everybody on my defensive line is beefy because of this new fatigue system. I've never liked rushing linebackers anyway. Doesn't seem, I don't know. I just don't like it. I like having the beefier guys this year. And so I got Bakhtiari, Carter, Terminator, and Brandon Graham as my defensive line. And I'm very happy with that. I'm not going to have to worry about any of those guys fatiguing out with this new system. So, those are the APs. Carter has inside stuff. So you can see, look at all these abilities here. It's going to be hard to fit balls through these windows. Medium zone KO, deep out zone KO, deep out and deep in zone KO, and then you got Randy Moss's X Factor ability. It's going to be tougher to move the ball on offense now. So especially with these fatigue things. So anyway, state of MUT. What do I think about the state of MUT? I think that it has promise. I think the gameplay is pretty good this year. Overall, obviously there are always going to be complaints, but I do think it's been a step up. I like this new fatigue thing, and this is coming from a guy who runs Dollar. I've told you guys before on stream, back in Madden 16, I ran quarters, and I had as good a defense as you're going to find. I was shutting top 5 ranked guys down, running quarters, and it was my go-to run defense, as well as my go-to pass defense. I never got out of quarters, hardly ever. Sometimes at the goal line I'd switch to 4-6, but it's not realistic. It's just not realistic. And Dollar being the go-to defense for most players, or many players right now, it's just not realistic. It's 3 down linemen and essentially 8 defensive backs. That's really what it is. It's not realistic. I do agree that there should be fatigue penalties if they go in and they get hit by a big old, country strong dude, right? I just don't trust EA. Every time they fix something, they break 2 or 3 other things or 10 other things. It's already broken. Who knows if it's going to stay in the game or if they're just going to revert it back like they did in Season 3 with their other update. Right now we're having problems, so we're going to see how it plays out. Overall, I think that they're onto something here. I hope that they follow through and do well with it. In terms of the state of MUT, not so happy. I was basically going to just sell off my team and be done with MUT this year. They came out with the playoffs promo. I think the playoffs promo was a win. I'm going to keep my team. For now, this is probably going to be the last month that I play. This competitive field pass is a joke to me. You have tons of kids who got this game for Christmas, and this is the stuff that they're getting in the competitive field pass. Why? My best friend is an attorney, labor and employment attorney, and he says, he doesn't understand these lawyers who run around trying to get them hooked on playing MUT and grinding through. Instead, there's really nothing in this in this competitive field pass. I'm not even going to worry about grinding it, except for the XP for the field pass. So, and Season 4 field pass, to me, I think they have a win with these S4 tokens. I think that is a good way of moving forward. The players are good, but by the time they become viable for us, they're going to be sort of mid-range. I think that's a little bit of an L, even though the cards are great. I think the cards are great. Darrelle Revis in one night is already almost maxed out, and he'll be my 4th cornerback once I get his last token. But I think that these field passes, there's not a lot to grind through here. The only one that I even care about is Jerry Rice. And getting to level 44 in the field pass is going to be super easy. So that's all I really care about, is getting Jerry Rice. And by that time, I may be done with this game. So the state of MUT, I think that there was a big L at Christmas. I think that them cutting out the zero chill cards so quickly was a big L. Changing players that people pay money for, changing their abilities out of the blue without any warning, cost people real world money. I think that EA has really, I hate to say it, screwed the pooch on these last 2 seasons. And this season, it's enough. I have enough money invested in this to keep going. I haven't spent as much as you would think based on my coins, you know, but I've still spent several $100s, and I don't want that to go to complete waste, so I want to get some fun out of it. I'll play buddies online, but that's really, I'm not even concerned about competition at this point. So, you know, I don't know. I feel like EA, they had a chance this year, and I feel like they've blown it when it comes to MUT. And if they would just go by that philosophy, you catch more bees with honey, they could have really, and for all of us people who've played MUT and played Madden, they could have really like hooked us in by just being generous this year. I think we would have ended up spending more money in the long run. So anyway, those are my thoughts on Madden and MUT. In terms of upcoming videos, I'm going to hold off on this dollar video because I want it to be solid. I'm not going to put crap out on my channel. I'm not going to put stuff out that's going to be obsolete in a week or two's time. So the dollar video, it's too important of a video to not have it done right. So I'm going to wait until we figure out this fatigue issue, and then I'll put that video out. I will be putting out a video on the tight offset tight end formation out of the Jets playbook. It's basically gun tight. It's been my favorite formation since Madden 16. And I'm going to put out a video on the dime defense. I am really falling in love with the dime defense. It's kind of the best of both worlds between dollar and 4-3-6-1. So many coverage shells in that formation that it's hard to pick 4 audibles. So I'm going to come out with a nice video on that defense. And those are probably going to be my next 2 videos. Other than that, you guys, be patient. Like I said, with the dollar, we will all figure this out, this fatigue thing out, and we'll see where it shakes out, and then we'll get our dollar video. Until then, be on the lookout for the tight end, offset tight end and the dime videos. And I appreciate everybody watching and all the new subscribers, and I hope everybody has a great day. Talk to you later.